Welcome again to Alpha Proto. I am Alpha Proto, and I'm making the best of a bad situation right now. So I started the stream, and the microphone wasn't showing up in OBS, so this is my second take on this. I'm gonna edit out everything before this moment, but I'm doing a commission. It's a continuation from the other two commissions that I did before. My commissioner wants me to work on 2 more characters. Hey, Cold Fox, I think I can hear it better now. Oh, yeah, the microphone was not working. What I set everything to was, I went to my properties and said, listen to microphone. So I'm actually listening to myself speak right now. And so it's playing through the desktop audio, and since OBS is able to pick up the desktop audio, it's complicated stuff, you know. Even explaining it's making my head kind of hurt right now. But I appreciate you being here. Yeah, we're working on some commissions. The character's name is May, and it's a girl. I get to work on a girl. A girl sprite. I don't get. Anyways, it's not animation, so you know, just calm down. She's gonna be in a stance. He said he wants her in Yuri's stance so I'm gonna go with the CVS Yuri as reference. And I guess we should just get to that. My commissions aren't that expensive, comparatively speaking to everybody else that you could probably find. These right here are like $25 USD, which sounds like a lot, but it's not really that much. You're getting sprites from someone who has over 20 years of experience doing pixel art. Now, I don't have that much experience doing Mugen, but this isn't Mugen. This is pixel art. This is a sprite. This is art, work of art from an artiste. If I can call myself an artiste. It's more like I'm a man who likes making art. Anyway, yeah, here we go. This is the reference for the character May. I was actually supplied with 2 references. This is the profile picture, and this is the other character sprite, I guess. Which is interesting because it's nice to... I'm actually gonna get my colors from these sprites, because I'm really not that great at choosing colors for sprites. And I have the Yuri sprite here for height. Well, it's more for reference because he wants her in Yuri's stance, so I'm going to make her in Yuri's stance. I guess I'll use this color right here. I always pick a color that's easy for me to see. And these characters are the characters I worked on last time, and if they are in the same game, then she has to be a comparable height to them, but I'm assuming that she's smaller. So I'll make her just a few pixels shorter than this guy. I'll work a little larger for everyone to see what I'm doing better. And what I'm going to do is just block out the character silhouette. This head's about that big, so her head would be that big. And Yuri's chest is pointing towards the viewer. Then the shoulders are kind of at an angle, but they're braced up, so I'm gonna do that too. And then but her hips are pointing towards her opponent. So I guess this is the waist area. This fist is at the ready. I guess I'll angle. This is kind of weird. I'm used to a ready fist being more at the hip, so I guess I'll put this one. It's just weird that it's back, but it's kind of pointing towards and up. I would think that'll be away. Yeah. Just caging the fist. I don't want her shoulders too wide. It's good to have reference. It just takes the guesswork out. And she's wearing fingerless gloves. I don't think they are fighting gloves, combat gloves. They're just fingerless gloves. She has a scar on her right cheek, like Cammy. So it'd probably be good to, I guess she'll be facing a little, she could face a little more forward. Know where the feet are going to be placed. So this foot's right under this fist. So I guess that way. She's wearing sneakers. Very tempted to just swipe these and put them on her, but no, I have integrity. I have integrity. Right, and this knee is pointing forward too. Yeah, I was thinking about shutting this stream down. I was like, just turn it off, start it over from scratch. But nope, I'm just gonna edit out the beginning. Let me erase the calf muscle. Actually, I should raise the knee too. That's a fairly good rough. silhouette looking around. So I'll start filling everything in. That's the center of the face. That's the center line of your chest. My directions were to give her Yuri's stance, but there are. I did give her some slight differences, and that's just because once I made this shark, Donda Shark spray, and I gave him Terry Bogart's fighting stance, and I was like, no one's gonna realize this is Terry Bogart's fighting stance, and of course somebody was like, hey, look. Terry the Shark. Terry Bogart the Shark. And I was like, dang. Yeah, people recognize these stances. You can't just... I know that some people's like, well, no one owns the stance. And it's like... When a character's been around for over, like, 20 years, and people have been playing that character for over 20 years, yeah, they recognize the stance. So, don't be surprised. It's like what would happen. It's like what happened with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. They referenced. They didn't just reference. They didn't just do their own homage to moves. They referenced moves for sure. It was like heavily referenced, like frame by frame. So people noticed. Like when I could tell that April O'Neil had Cammy's walk cycle, that's not just reference right there. I mean, that's not just a tribute. You don't tribute walk cycles, okay? People generally just draw walk cycles from scratch. It's like one of the things you learn, you know? And the only reason I'm critical of it is because I've been called out for it. And if I wasn't called out for it, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But since I got called out for it, I called other people out for it now. But no biggie. It's a good game. Nope. It's like so many other things in the arts. Like when it comes to playing video, when it comes to video games, people playing the games tend to not care. They just want the game to be responsive. As long as the game plays good and looks good, they don't care. Like if you're making a video game and you bought a bunch of walking resources or running animations or something that were pre-done, and you threw them into your game, it's like, and just stuck them on 3D models, people wouldn't care. As long as the game was responsive, that's all they care about. I learned that because when I did Cocolin's voice in Smite, when they showed the premiere, nobody cared about my voice. Well, some people did, but most people didn't care about my voice. They were like, oh, this character's OP. They didn't say, wow, this character sounds cool. They're like, they just cared about gameplay. So you can make the best animations, and unless they're really, really good or really, really bad, no one's going to actually care. But if you're heavily referencing, the only criticism you're probably going to expect is people noticing that you referenced heavily. They're not going to, in most cases, they're not going to say it's bad animation because if you reference someone good, it's going to be as good as their good. I don't know. In comic books, it's called swiping. When you see someone else's art and you know, use their poses or something, or even your own poses. Some artists copy themselves. You know. People call it out, but Shredder's Revenge, when people called it out, they were like, "Who cares? It's a tribute. It's from Tribute Games. It's the name of the company." It's like, okay, whatever. It's an homage, and it's like, and then people said, the other thing they said in the comments was like, well, nobody owns a punch, nobody owns a kick, nobody owns a walk cycle, and it's like, it's not about who owns it, it's just about originality, you know? Like, it's not like Ryo from Art of Fighting versus Ryu. Sure, they both throw fireballs, sure, they both do dragon punches, but even then, they have different stances for the dragon punch. And they have different ways of throwing fireballs. Ryu goes Hadouken with 2 hands. Ryo throws 1 hand. Shoryuken, the front knees up while he's throwing a Shoryuken. With Ryo, the back knees up. Like a tiger uppercut. More like a tiger uppercut. But tiger uppercut, even tiger uppercut isn't a Shoryuken because once he... But a Shoryuken, Ryu can turn around all the way at the apex and then fall down. With the tiger uppercut, Sagat does a backflip and lands back down. There's differences, you know. There's character. It's all about building character, you know. There's things I don't know. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Sorry, Coden Fox, for ignoring your comment for so long. Talking about swiping and inspiration and tribute. Coden Fox says, I think I remember seeing Base Goku walk in Hyper Dragon Ball Z and thought, is that Bison's handshake walk? Now that I think about it, it's slightly similar. But I think the pace is different. Bison walks way faster. But Goku walks at a different pace, so that means he has more frames. Coden Fox says, main problem I saw of the Shredder's Revenge wasn't copying poses, but April doing hard, flexible moves. Well, you know, that goes back to, should April even be fighting? But it's like, she's been hanging around the Turtles for a while, so she's bound to pick up some stuff. Plus, I love that they actually gave her reporter attacks, like microphone stuff and sound equipment, and that was cool. That's the stuff I appreciate. It's the character moments. That's what I liked about Phoenix Wright and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, he didn't fight like a martial artist, he fought like a lawyer. Using his lawyer skills. Okay, okay, I've got the silhouette down, but I don't know if this is even the right time to talk about this. It's like, she's pretty here, and she's not here. But maybe that's just, I don't know, maybe that's just to let you know, hey, she's female. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just put a line here. Let's put a sleeve here. I don't hear any music. Okay, I guess I've got a... Oh, wow, great. Anyway, I guess I was out of music. It says 200 and something themes. Okay, time to play Hyper Dragon Ball Z OST theme of Piccolo, Demon Mentally Volume 2. Or is it Mentality? Mentality? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, Ninja Turtles is having a big like this year. Now that I mention it, is it the anniversary of Ninja Turtles? Is this the 35th anniversary or something? I know it's Street Fighter's anniversary. they debut in '84. Cartoon 8. Okay, the '87 cart. It was the '87 cartoon, so 87, 97, 2007, 17. Yeah, it's probably a 5-ish anniversary, maybe. I don't want to do math on stream. It'll expose that I'm bad at math. Alright. These shorts are fairly short, so let's keep them short. And the shirt goes past the hips, so the waist. Okay, that's too short. So I guess the zipper will be there. And it's not a V-neck, it's more like just a collar over. Pretty big hand. I think that's where the center of the head is. Let's put an eye here. I don't know if the scar's going to even show. Alright, Yuri has 2 pixels stacked on top of each other for eye, and then this is part of the eyebrow, I guess. So I guess I'll do that too. It's going to be fairly similar too. So I guess the ear is showing from the side. I thought about putting the scar on this side because the character's going to be flipped depending on which side they're on, but these two are symmetrical, and their default's pointing to the right, so I would assume hers is pointing to the right, facing the right too. But yeah, back on the topic of Shredder's Revenge, I enjoyed the game. The animations were great, so if they were bad, I'd say something, and they're good, and I'm saying stuff. Just can't please some people. I know I'm throwing that collarbone in there. I don't know if I want to. Yuri socks are bunching up, but I guess hers are tighter. Like probably they're not that high, so I guess they're not like soccer socks. And they're not Japanese schoolgirl socks. Okay, let's see how this works. I guess I'll erase this. Put this here. This here. Over here. Put this new here. Right here. I don't know. I use shortcuts, so I don't know. It's just that when you get paid. But then again, I am using reference right now, and I'm getting paid for this. But I was instructed to, so I guess if they were instructed to give this character this move, I was like, okay, yes sir. I don't know. That game came out months ago. I don't know why I'm even talking about it. Let's use these colors. Let's see. Now use the skin. So I guess the colors will be far more accurate to the source material. Wow, this first thing I saw these colors, I thought Misty from Pokemon. That's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, color schemes trigger memories and stuff. It's storming outside. I don't know if you can hear the thunder. 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 I mean, a few pixels taller. 3 pixels taller. It's not horrible. Let's see. How does she stand up to this guy? That works. There's a height difference, but if they were all in a game fighting each other, it would be fair. So you don't really gain muscle on joints, so that's why it tapers in on joints. One, two, three, all right. Seems like it should be. You'll notice that the light source for Yuri is above and kind of at an angle. The light hits the top of the thighs, and that's generally how lighting is done with sprays. It hits the top and the bottom gets shaded. Like the top of this forearm, this bicep. might. Yeah, I'm not good at color palettes, so I'm gonna go ahead and swipe Yuri's skin. Well, shade color. Maybe that'll work. Yeah. And I guess I'll take her outlines of her skin color. I'll use that too. I'm still using this base color. It seems to be working fine with this. Her eyes are brown. I guess I could. Okay, Yuri's pants are blue. I guess I can use the blue from Yuri. Well, it's kind of a violet more than a blue, isn't it? Well, it kind of looks. It's violet blue. Is that a thing? If this line wasn't here, I wouldn't think that these were jeans. But I see that line, so I think these are jeans. They look more like biker shorts, like lycra biker shorts. But then another part of me is like, maybe it's ripped jeans, but that doesn't look like a rip. The gray at the top reminded me of like a fray from ripped jeans or jean shorts or Daisy Dukes as they are commonly referred to in my region of the world. But they might just be a trim, so Oh no, the gray does make it look ripped, though. This overwhelming power, this is the path I've chosen. Suffer now, insomnia. I love that trailer. I watched it so many times. I have the sounds memorized. Ooh. One, two, 5 colors for the skin. Oh yeah, I didn't stream yesterday. I fell asleep. That's why. Right, it froze for a second. It's still frozen. Oh, it's still frozen. If I was better with colors, I would not be having so much trouble with this. Okay, I guess I will use this. Wait, there's a white trim. I'll fix that in a second. How dare you! Just adding some anti-aliasing. No, don't do it on the outline here. What you do is use the shade, like I said in yesterday's video. So Alright, let's add some shadows, I guess. Under her chest. Like, you see Yuri, like, the light hits the top of the shoulders and the top of her bosom? But her core, there's no light there. Until it reaches the brim of her shirt, so I guess we do that with May. How many colors am I using so far? This is like Converse. Yuri's wearing Converse too. Looks like I need another yellow. So I can either, if I was really going 16 colors, I could use one of these browns. This is what they do with Cammy's hair. Like one of the colors is a skin color. Yeah, this works. I don't know if this is actually going to be for a game eventually. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna change this. Actually, that will. it seems a little too short. Let's throw together a quick palette to see what we're working with right now. Guess I'll start from the top of the page. Gloves and headband. Some color. Most colors are from the skin. So that is then there's this blue. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I either need another highlight color. I think I need another gray for sure. it's not a tornado. And if it is, be nice and warm. Save. I either need another highlight color for the orange or a shade. Let's go with shade. Let's do this. been zoomed in on this so long, I probably benefit from. So sure about this highlight. Wow, I like that. That's cool. Has anyone seen that new Beavis and Butthead? Like, the original show was animated bad, but now now it even looks worse. Part of the comedy was the bad animation, like how ugly. Beavis and Butthead are their designs, their designs and the design of all the characters remind me of the kind of sketches that kids, junior high kids would do on their notebooks or binders at school, you know? And that's, you know, I always assumed that was part of the charm, you know? But the way everything moves now, it's by Titmouse Studios, and it's not even it's not hand drawn anymore. Like, just the charm of hand drawnness, like, it's gone. Beavis and Butthead have, like, from their characters, they have enough. It's like they have a database of animations, like walks, talking, speaking, standing, turning, you know, for them. But for the extras, like the characters that are just incidental or in situations, they're puppeted. They didn't. It looks like they took something that looked bad and made it even worse. There's a free episode on Paramount YouTube channel, and I watched that. There's an episode called Beavis and Fire, and there's a store. I first noticed it with the store clerk. Store clerk is standing behind the counter. The show, wow. The store clerk is standing behind the counter, and you know, it's just a single drawing of a guy standing there, and you know, of course his mouth is just going to move to save animation, blah 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 blah. But when he moved, like, they added the extra, they didn't animate frames of him leaning over or something, they just shifted it like with a morph or transform where he's like just. And I was like, oh, they took something that was ugly and made it ugly. They made it move ugly. They took away the charm of Beavis and Butthead. Like, the ugly charm is now just badly. It's, ugh. It's weird. I didn't think it could get any worse, but it got worse. I think this is pretty good. I like this. I feel like there's something off, but I don't know what it is. but it looks pretty good. It's 3 colors for the shirt, 3 colors for the shorts, 4 colors for the skin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 for the gloves, and 1, 2, 3 for the hair. But yeah, you'll see a lot of morphing. I'll call it morphing, where they take one single drawing and instead of animating it, moving back and forth, they'll just puppet some stuff and they'll kind of transform and slide arms and stuff. Oh boy, I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it at all. If you look at still photos of it, it'll look like the original, except in HD. Like, but man, if you look at the way that some of the stuff moves, it just moves so horrible. It's the hand-drawn feel is not. I'm all for the hand-drawn feel, even if it's badly drawn or badly designed. There's a charm to knowing that it was made with human hands, you know? But they even took that away, so. I think I'm done. I'm just kind of nitpicking this now. I don't know why I'm being such a stickler about color palettes. What really matters is getting the best results for the client, right? I don't know. I haven't saved it at all. If it all goes away, that's going to be sad. It's Trap Productions is here and says, "Hey everyone, thanks for being here. Smash the like button and subscribe to Alpha Proto today and hit the bell icon to be monitored." Hey everybody! Hey everyone, thanks for being here. Smash the like button and subscribe to Alpha Proto today. And hit the bell icon to be notified when he goes live or uploads new video. That was good, right? Took like three takes. I wish I was a one-take wonder. I guess not. That's one of my fears of when I actually get to dub something, and am I going to be fast enough? Because when I dub stuff myself, after a while you get used to pressing record yourself and waiting for the scene and saying it 1, 2, 3. But I guess the beep beep beep, that'll be enough. So, oh, it was good. Alright, I saved it. Sorry, it's humid, so if I'm sweating too much, that's natural. My apologies. I'm looking at this and I'm trying to decide if I need more colors. Here he has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for the shirt. 4 for the skin here. Everything has 3 colors. And then there's I'll do this. I'll put a highlight. Even Yuri has a highlight where her hair is, so I will add that. Possibly. So, here it goes. There. And I didn't have to add any more colors, so that's good. Coda Fox says, sweat, a proof of passage for heat. This Trap Production says, how you doing tonight, Mr. Proto? I say, I'm doing okay. As always, I was kind of tired before I started the stream, but once I started up that camera and everything went wrong and I had to restart the stream again, it was like, I totally forgot I was tired, and now I'm awake. I think I'll make this darker yellow. But I can't go too dark. Well, I can, but I'm trying not to. Actually, that kind of works. Nope, I won't do it. Actually, yeah, I think this is the... It's been a while since I sprited any girls. I hardly even get to draw girls. As a kid, I didn't draw girls at all. I didn't want anybody calling me a pervert. It doesn't help when you laugh like that. I'm making it worse. Undo, 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 undo. A deer, a female deer. Back to the chat. Trap Production says, well, I'm glad you were able to summon the energy to work. I need to do the same right now. Well, it's 2 hours. You're 2 hours in the past, so you're about where I was when I started the stream. Coden Fox says, I remember drawing girls. However, I was in that poorly drawn anime phase of drawing skills. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's weird. I think I'm messing with stuff that was perfectly fine. Maybe I'm finished and I don't know it. Maybe this is done. Maybe it's been done for the past 20 minutes and I've just been delaying the inevitable. Maybe it's perfectly fine. Alright, looks like things are kind of shifting. That's the thing about pixel art. One pixel can change so much. what is everyone saying in the chat? Anyway, someone, I think it was Riot Kitty. It was someone I follow on Twitter. Asked, what were 3 games that, hey, actually looks like it was. What are 3 games that you are currently playing? And I was like, I hardly get to play games. But as far as video games, when I was in Houston, I played Tekken 7. Before that, I played Shredder's Revenge. And yesterday, I got really curious about the game Bucky O'Hare, Captain Bucky O'Hare for NES. I was like, how much is that game? Because my brother and I collect games, and we're going to go to Retropalooza, Texas. Arlington in October. Hope to see you there. But anyway,